Yo, what is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and today we are recapping the Monday Night Raw right after Survivor Series War Games, and the road to the Royal Rumble 2024 is on its way. And wow, Survivor Series was great, and you guys saw our post game recap of Survivor Series. So today we are talking about the WWE Monday Night Raw right after Survivor Series. It was popping from November 27th, 2023, and it took place in Nashville, Tennessee. And once again, I'm joined by Canadian Yorker. How's it going tonight?
Going pretty well tonight. I got a pep in my step. I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. I'm excited. One more week until we go to the WWE event next week. But today we are going to recap the Monday Night Raw right after War Games. Like I said, it was popping. We got to see the return of Randy Orton, and we got to see the return of CM Punk, who both was announced that they were going to be at this Raw. So that's great. So let's get to it. So the opening segment, welcome back, Randy Orton. Randy Orton is back, and he gets a condolence of applause. Welcome back, Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes in with a huge ovation by the fans. Randy Orton looking good as ever, and he said that he misses the WWE Universe, and said that it was an honor to compete with Cody Rhodes in the War Games. War Games, which was invented by the late Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' father, and then he basically he wants revenge. He said that he's got some unfinished business with the bloodline, and everyone's saying that, ooh, Jey Uso, start running. but and finally, this is what everyone wants to see. Rhea Ripley interrupts Randy Orton. Everyone's been talking about a segment with Randy Orton, Rhea Ripley. You all know how Randy Orton has segments with women, and then how Rhea Ripley gets to wrestle male wrestlers as well. So people are talking about, oh, Randy and Rhea Ripley should face each other or something. And here you go, Rhea Ripley interrupts the Viper and says that Randy Orton should not worry about the bloodline. He says, welcome back, Randy, and said that the Judgment Day runs to WWE. And basically, Randy Orton said, mommy that, but guess what? Daddy's home. but, and then, it pretty much was a trap. And then basically Rhea said that Randy Orton is their enemy. So JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio attacked Randy Orton from behind, but Randy Orton, knowing it's his first Monday Night Raw back, he was able to fight off JD McDonough with a RKO and just trash talk Dominic Mysterio, saying that he's going to go to Adam Pearce and set up a one-on-one matchup, setting up a Randy Orton versus Dominic Mysterio match later that night. So that's the opening segment. Welcome back, Randy Orton. What are your thoughts on this opening segment?
Great to see Randy back and shooting his RKOs on people unexpectedly.
Daddy's home.
Yeah, it's great to see Randy back. It's been a long time since Randy's been back, and we've missed him a lot. Wish him the best, all the best in his success. Randy going after the bloodline, it's kind of nice. He hasn't really faced off against Roman in a while. So it'll be good to see that rivalry come back into, of course you got new elements coming out with CM Punk coming back and Randy's back, and of course LA Knight still wants a shot at the bloodline. So there's a lot of things that are going on all at the same time. Of course the Judgment Day is in alliance with the bloodline, so of course the Judgment Day is going to view Randy as a threat. And I can understand that. The Judgment Day is protecting the bloodline in a sense from Randy Orton, and the bloodline obviously sees Randy as a threat, so they do everything that they can in their power to limit him and his ability to get back at them. Just like they try to protect themselves from all the other people out there who are trying to get at them. So that's all I have to say about that.
You
We
don't
just have
have
to start
anything
with
about Rhea Ripley's segment with Randy Orton, how fire that was?
yes. It was something very interesting. Randy and Rhea.
It's interesting because the crowd
I
was
think
like chanting RKO. Everyone wants to see Randy Orton RKO Rhea.
yes. I could see that happening with Randy RKOing Rhea Ripley, and it's not the first time he's done it, and it's not going to be the last. Um, but maybe he might be the one to break up the bloodline, the Judgment Day, because the Judgment Day is showing cracks in itself. But at the same time, Rhea Ripley is a formidable female wrestler, and she has also put the men out more than once. I think she put KO through the barricade. Like she's really strong. She's powerful. She's obviously
And she man slammed OC members on the
yeah,
concrete. Yeah.
yeah. She also did that too. So she's pretty strong for a woman. She's a strong woman.
Rhea Ripley
If
versus Roman Reigns, bucket Triple H.
yeah, if Randy tries to RKO Rhea, she could turn it around and slam him. So it's a possibility. Um, uh, yeah, I think Randy's dealing with a different group. It's not the same. It's not the same group. It's just that the Judgment Day is an interesting group of characters with they all have their different personalities, and they all can do different things to Randy. Of course, I think Randy's still going through his back recovery, right? So just like Seth Rollins, so they could target that. So just saying.
All right. Moving on to the first match of the evening. We got a huge WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship number one contenders tag team turmoil match. So a bunch of basically how it works. You got a bunch of tag teams, and then two teams face off, and then whoever gets eliminated, they're eliminated, and the next team comes in. It's just like kind of like elimination sequence. So you got DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa versus Alpha Academy. Interesting that Chad Gable wasn't in this match. He offered to give Otis and Exara Tozawa the first time they actually teamed each other versus the Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius Creed versus Imperialism, Givenchy, Vinci, and Ludwig Kaiser versus Indus Shear. We actually seen Indus Shear on the last Raw event that we went to. They were actually in basically what's his name? I forgot his name. Is their manager. Jinder Mahal is their manager versus New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. So you got a tag team turmoil match. Like I said, how it works is basically an elimination sequence. So Alpha Academy and DIY started the match, and obviously funny moments in this match is Otis taking his shirt off and doing the caterpillar, but Tozawa tried to do it, but he couldn't get it, and then Otis tried to help him. But I knew Alpha Academy was not going to win this because that's just a bad team-up matchup. Zara teaming up with Otis, I just feel like that was horrible. Yes, DIY was able to hit their meet in the middle finisher on Exara Tozawa to eliminate Alpha Academy. So DIY stays, and in comes the next tag team in this share, managed by Jinder Mahal. And oh my god, it looked like India in this share was gonna dominate. They were dominating, but Johnny Gargano was able to hit a folding press on Fermat and DIY again with the elimination. DIY is popping, and then they stay, and the Creed brothers enter the next match. And this was a great match between the Creed brothers and DIY. It was back and forth. But at the end, the Creed brothers was able to hit their Brutus Ball Doomsday device on Johnny Gargano. Green's brother eliminated DIY. Green brother stays on waiting for the next team. DIY gets eliminated. Next match is the New Day versus the Creed brothers. This was a great match as well. New Day obviously they were put up a fight in this match. I saw a couple times I thought New Day was going to win, but it was a well fought match. Creed Brothers was able to hit once again the Brutus Ball Doomsday on Kofi Kingston to get the pin on Kofi Kingston, eliminate New Day. Creed Brothers are on fire. And the last but not least, the final match, the winner gets a shot at the Judgment Day's undisputed tag team titles. Creed Brothers versus Imperium. This match was also great. There were 3 great matches in this tag team turmoil. And I'm like, damn, that's just not fair for Imperium to just come in after the Creed Brothers were out there. They're tired. You can tell that the Creed Brothers are tired after getting 2 eliminations. But it went back and forth, and at the end, it was a huge win. Hitting the Bruce, this small doomsday device on Givenchy Vinci to become the number 1 contenders for the Judgment Day WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship. The Creed Brothers win. Wow, the Creed Brothers, I liked them when I was in NXT. I definitely want to push, but winning the titles might be a test because you're talking about the Judgment Day. But the Creed Brothers win the Tag Team Turmoil to become the number 1 contenders for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Amazing number 1 contenders match between these awesome teams. What are your thoughts on this Tag Team Turmoil?
There's a lot that happens. I would like to have seen Imperium win and face the Judgment Day for the tag team title. However, that would, it would have turned out differently because Imperium and Judgment Day can't face each other at the same time. I'd say that should have made the best team win with the Judgment Day against the Creed Brothers. The Creed Brothers are definitely making a name for themselves, and it's really nice to see this development of new talent coming in on the tag team side. So it's really interesting. So Judgment Day was have to face them. They don't face Imperium. They don't have to face New Day. They don't have to face the first group. Who is the first group?
Alpha Academy and DIY.
Yeah, I thought it would be interesting if Alpha Academy had won. And Alpha Academy can face the Judgment Day, and Chad Gable can go on and face Gunther again but things are the way they are, so just have to see how things go. So.
Alright, so the next segment, we got Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, making a segment. He has a huge announcement, and he said that he wants to thank his teammates from War Games. He wants to thank Sami Zayn, the Yeet Master, main event, Jey Uso, and the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, and the Legend Killer Randy Orton. He obviously talked about how the friendship is between him and Randy Orton, and basically said that he welcomes CM Punk back. And the big announcement is that he has announced he went to Adam Pearce, and Cody Rhodes announced him as the first person to enter the 2024 Royal Rumble. And my money's on Cody. Cody's got to probably end up winning the Royal Rumble for the 2nd year in a row so he can finish the story with Roman Reigns. But what you know, the lights go off, and what you know, Shinsuke Nakamura, and everyone's like, it was Cody Rhodes that Shinsuke Nakamura was targeting. Shinsuke Nakamura said that Cody is a brave hero who won his battle. Now he must continue that history story. Nakamura told Cody to set him free, awaken him, that he's gonna bring chaos to him. Would you know, the lights come in, Nakamura's behind Cody. He spits red mist in the American Nightmare's face. There you go, guys. It's been Cody Rhodes all this time that Shinsuke Nakamura has been targeting. Everyone saw, big rip to those who thought, including myself, who thought that he was targeting CM Punk. But wow, it was Cody Rhodes that Shinsuke Nakamura was targeting, and I as much as I would like to say that I'm shocked, I wasn't expecting it. This feud, I love to see Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura. That feud's gonna be fire. But what are your thoughts on this, and what are your thoughts about Shinsuke Nakamura's next opponent being reviewed? No other than Cody Rhodes.
It's going to be really great to see Cody Rhodes finish his story against Roman Reigns, go to the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, become the challenger, face Roman Reigns again. So Cody still has work to do on his end to get to that, to get there, to become the challenger. Excuse me. And he has to face off against him. As for Shinsuke Nakamura, I also never thought of Shinsuke Nakamura targeting Cody. I just thought, just like you, that he's going for CM Punk. He's targeting Punk. He wants to basically be Punk. So there's only one Punk. So
And I do want to mention thing. I went back to all the promos that Shinsuke Nakamura, and I'm like, oh my god, the clues were in there. Like the clues were in there for Cody Rhodes. Shinsuke Nakamura. He mentioned Dream. He mentioned Dream so many times in the promo that he has done. Dream. That is Cody Rhodes' dream. There's a dream. You know how like Dusty Rhodes always says dream. That's the clue right there. Yeah.
that's a
So.
good point. Good point. There's probably other Easter eggs that we never noticed that he left in there for
But
people to catch.
what's using CM Punk's finisher? But anyways, going to the next match of the evening, we got a big hard hitting match: Bronson Reed versus Ivar, one half of the Viking Raiders. Oh boy, two big boys going at it. um, this was a disappointment. I actually wanted a winner for this. These two guys just went ham, and like always, Ivar's girl, whatever. Um, Her name's Sarah Logan. I think she just has a stage name because she's with the Viking Raiders, but she just ran interference. But the two guys were fighting. There was some nice. There was some huge hits, tsunami hits. Like they're just two big guys fighting one on one. But at the end, they were outside the ring. Bronson Reed threw Ivar through a bunch of steel chairs, and the referee counted, and the match goes to a double countout draw. But right after that, you just see Ivar attacking Bronson Reed with a chair, and it goes absolute chaos to bring the brawl to the crowd. Adam Pearce and a bunch of referees tried to separate them, but Ivar jumps off a road cage with a senton on Bronson Reed, and both men had to be separated, so the match goes to a double countout. So what are your thoughts on this match?
We need to see a rematch of these two guys and see who's going to be the winner. It's obviously both these guys put their all into the match, and there needs to be a rematch to determine the winner. You also need to determine how how long these matches go on for. Because these guys are big guys. They can move around a lot. So using every energy, an ounce of energy that they have to keep to keep themselves, active. So that's all I got to say about that. So.
Alright, moving on to the next match. We got Nia Jax versus Zoey Stark, who put up a fight against Rhea Ripley, but it wasn't enough. But Nia Jax and Zoey Stark, they were talking shit. They wanted a match with each other. Zoey Stark actually put up a great performance, targeting Nia Jax's knee and legs in this match. But what you know, Nia Jax is just too strong for her. Nia Jax basically running hip attack, and then basically, Nia Jax was able to hit her Benzie drop on Zoey Stark, and I'm like, damn, they did dirty for Zoey Stark after that excellent performance. But would you know, it's Nia Jax. Nia Jax defeats Zoey Stark by pinfall. I'm just saying, Nia Jax needs to face Rhea Ripley 1-on-1. So what are your thoughts on this match?
Nia Jax faced Zoey Stark now.
Yeah.
Well, what is this world coming to? Nia Jax faced Raquel. Now she's facing Zoey Stark. How in the world is she helping herself to improve as a wrestler? What is Nia Jax doing with her time?
Yeah, like
So
whooping that. She just wants to whoop everyone's asses.
yeah, she just wants to take whoever Rhea Ripley beats, she takes them and beats them again. Or and then I bet she's gonna be a challenger for Rhea Ripley in the next upcoming matches, whatever that is. So
All right, next segment or match. It's Seth. We got Seth freaking Rollins on the mic coming out, and he basically says that he wants to talk about war games. He's not feeling too good after war games, but he wants to be a fighting champ. He has an announcement saying that he just saw Adam Pearce earlier, but then he gets interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Said that Drew McIntyre said it's been a crazy 48 hours and he wants to shake Seth freaking Rollins' hand to graduate at War Games. Basically, Drew McIntyre said that before their match at Crown Jewel, Rollins said that if Drew lost, he has nothing else but to blame by himself, and Drew McIntyre said that Seth was right about that, and basically said that Drew wants to work up the ladder, and then he wants a rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship, but Seth said that he wants to be honest and said that he believes that there's more people that deserve an opportunity, and said that Seth Rollins will defend his title next week, which is the event that we're going to be at it. Let's go. And basically Drew said that he's the champion, he calls the shots, and Seth hesitate and said that he's defending the title against Jey Uso next week. And Drew McIntyre is pissed off. He just wants to murder Jey Uso. He wants to put Jey Uso for a grater. And basically Drew McIntyre drops him with a headbutt, busting him open. He starts to assault Seth Rollins and said that this is personal, and pissed off that Rollins gave it to Jey Uso. Would you know, Jey Uso's there to save Seth Rollins as they kick the double super kick at Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre flees away and falls back with Seth Rollins and Jey Uso. Jey Uso looking at the World Heavyweight title and giving it back to Seth. What do you think of this segment?
I think that Seth Rollins he referenced CM Punk also in the beginning, and we're seeing a potential feud build up between CM Punk and Seth Rollins in the future. Um, I also believe that I think you mentioned Drew McIntyre came out. Drew McIntyre had a discussion with Seth Rollins about what's going on. Drew McIntyre is upset with Seth Rollins for picking Jey Uso over him, and this could turn into a potential three-way triple match with Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, and Drew fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, there's also the occasional throw-in of Damien Priest, who again tried to do his little his cash in at War Games, but that was not successful. So he might try that when Seth Rollins defends his title, as he usually does. So this man needs to cash in at the opportunity when it presents itself. When Seth Rollins is unable to defend himself, he needs to cash in. So it's kind of unfortunate to see that happen. But of course, if that happens, that's when they have to lose the titles. That's what I'm thinking. Or something has got to give. Yeah, something has got to give. And Drew McIntyre has the right to be pissed at Seth Rollins for choosing Jey Uso over him. So it's not that Drew McIntyre Seth Rollins has to choose because he's a champion, but Drew McIntyre is left with the no choice but to do what he's got to do to get the championship, and that's what has to be done. So,
All right, come on, man, wake up! You were sleeping.
I was half asleep. So anyway.
All right. Really great. Now, the next match. Kill me, please. The next match is Chelsea Green and Piper Niven defending the Women's Tag Team Championship against Natalya and Tegan Knox. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna go through it. I'm not a big fan of this match, to be honest. You know, it was a great match, but oh my god, why Triple H? Like, and I said this in my stream like so many times. Like, how many fucking times are we gonna see this shit with Chelsea Green and Piper Nivens? Like, Chelsea Green, she had single matches. Piper Niven, she had single matches. Like, they don't win any of those single matches, but yet you give this huge win. It just doesn't make sense. And Chelsea Green is literally an annoying ass fucking human being. Like, Adam Pearce is even annoyed by her, and she just has like, she thinks she's like some god of wrestling. She thinks that the world revolves around her. Like, holy shit, Mike, like God, and she's annoying when she talks. Like, shut the fuck up. But like, holy shit, they have no chemistry at all. I guess in the interview after the show, Piper Niven's like, she's a good teammate, but but holy shit, they just like, at least there was no like, they didn't break any rules. I give Ross words due, I guess, but I still don't believe that they're champion worthy. Like, they have got to be the worst champions I've ever seen. Like, how many fucking times have they defended the titles? This is literally the only the second time so far. By far, like the only time they have defended the title. This is literally the only second time of this year. That's how pathetic it is. Like, you think Roman's worse, but oh my god, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven's only defending it only twice in 1 year? Like, that is garbage. That is like pathetic. That is just so sad. I'm sorry, but the first time they defended it, it was not even on SmackDown or Raw. It was literally on NXT, and they pretty much got lucky in that one. But this was actually their actual real defense. Like I don't even remember. They only defended their titles like twice, which is sad. But man, Natalya and Tegan Knox should have won. Like, I'm sorry, but like, oh my god. At this point, I hope that they lose the titles at the Royal Rumble. Hopefully, they actually defend their titles more, but probably they're just gonna be a bunch of lazy ass people sitting in the back and being bossy. And it's like, Adam Pearce, I don't like how people treat me. I don't how that like I got treated. It's like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Like, holy moly. But I'm just gonna say Chelsea Green and Piper Nivens. I'm not gonna talk about the match because it's complete utter bullshit. Chelsea Green and Piper Nivens retained the titles. That's what I gotta say. What do you guys say about this?
I say, I know it's tough for you to say this, but even though they defended their titles twice in a row,
in 1 year, it's literally like two defenses in 1 year.
Yeah, look, they need more title defenses. They need more. They obviously,
and that is why everyone the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship is cursed, and that's why they're garbage right now.
Yeah, well, they need more championship title defenses. They need more challengers. I think last time you told me that the tag team titles for women's division is cursed in some
because
regard.
One person would get injured. Like, that's what happened when Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan held on the championship. Sasha Banks and Naomi, those two were tag team champions, and they got fired. And then who else? I believe it was what? Who got hurt again? Piper Niven was hurt for a bit, but she came back. And then it was Chelsea Green had another partner until Piper Niven replaced her. I forgot. Sonya Deville. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville were champions until Sonya Deville torn her ACL. I think it was not a torn ACL. I can't remember what injury it was. But Sonya Deville went out with injury. That's basically what it is. It's just injuries all over the place. The Women's Tag Team Championship is cursed, and the people who holding it right now are like garbage. Like, how can you lose that many single matches when you're champion? That's just so sad.
I don't know. Triple H knows what he's doing. We don't know what we're doing. I just want to make a front.
I'll say this: like, I'm not a big fan. Like, look, I despise like Damage Control a while back, but now they have grown on me. At this point, why not just give the titles to Damage Control? Asuka and Kairi Sane can bring back the Warriors, what they had before, and win the titles. I would like that. Like, as long as someone can take the titles off those losers, I'll be fine. Like, please, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, resume your friendship, team up. Take the titles off these losers. Like, holy shit. I wouldn't mind if someone else on Raw, like, team up. I don't even know who else is left. Like, I don't know. Raquel Rodriguez and I don't know who else. Like, that would be nice if Zoey Stark and Shayna Baszler. There you go. I wouldn't mind if they tagged and take the titles.
I mean, it would be nice. We have a whole bunch of people who could definitely take the titles from them.
I just hope I don't see these two fuckers. I hope I don't see these two bitches at the event next week. If they come out, I'll be booing so loud. Like, you have no idea.
You're gonna have to see how things go. It might even work if I think that Chelsea Green and Pimpin' Evans are the Raw Women's Champion. So we have the SmackDown Women's Champion take the titles from them. I mean, have some sort of bloodline, for the, something like that. I don't know. So.
But oh my god, just watch they don't defend the title for another year. Like, that would be just so dumb.
It would be crazy.
Like, how many title defenses have these bitches ever had? Like, they literally only had 2, and Chelsea Green had the title for a bit with Sonya Deville. I didn't even know if they even fucking defended titles. But moving on to the next match, my god, kill me. The next match is Dominic Mysterio versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton pretty much dominating this match, so Dominic Mysterio can go eat a sucker fat one and just deal with it. Dominic Mysterio was dead ass, went to mommy and scared, like, no, please. But yeah, daddy's home. Randy Orton's your daddy now, Dominic Mysterio. Because he did say to Rhea, daddy's home. But yeah, this match was pretty much domination until, I mean, Dominic Mysterio did take advantage, but it was only for like a millisecond. So Randy Orton pretty much dominated in his first match back. Why not? Hitting JD McDonough tried to run interference, but nope, not today. Randy Orton finishing up with a trash talking RKO on Dominic Mysterio to win the match. Randy Orton wins his first singles match in complete domination over Dominic Mysterio by pinfall. What are your thoughts on this match?
Dominic Mysterio needs new finishers. He's big.
Oh yeah, he did hit the 619 on Randy.
I mean, yeah, it's great that he got the 619 on Randy. However, Dominic needs some sort of new finisher to call his own. To not mimic his dad, because him doing the 619 means that he's mimicking his dad and stuff, and he needs to use his body in other ways to get to deal punishment to people. So I think Dominic still has a lot of room to grow. He obviously needs to take this heavy-handed heel heat that he receives and use it to do something that's positive. So what else? Yeah, Randy's just too experienced for Dominic. He's too explosive. He's too dangerous for Dominic.
Thing is, I don't even think Randy has ever countered Dominic Mysterio before. I'm not even sure. Like, I know that like Randy Orton never came across Judgment Day in the past. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure if Randy Orton even had any run-ins with the Judgment Day.
No, he never had any run-ins with the Judgment Day. This is the first time ever.
They're just gonna build up they're just gonna build up targets for the Judgment Day at this point. Like, CM Punk might fall victim to the Judgment Day eventually, and then now Randy Orton. So just watch Judgment Day try to recruit Randy, and then CM Punk. That would just be insane. Like, really, again?
Well, they're sort of like that, like Clutch Sports.
But the thing is that they think that. But the thing is that Randy's they're gonna probably put Randy on SmackDown, because obviously he says he's got receipts to cash in on the Bloodline. So why not just put him in SmackDown so he can do that?
I mean, that might work.
And
I
then I
could
like to
see
see
it
him,
win.
since if he's gonna be on SmackDown, I like to see him feud with Kevin Owens. That's gonna be a good feud right there. Kevin Owens and Orton, knowing the history between those two guys. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it will be interesting. Or maybe you might see them joining hands against the bloodline right there on there.
All
But
right. Yeah. Yeah.
also, there's also about the Judgment Day. I'm just going to keep this short. The Judgment Day. It seems to be keep on trying to do this thing where it's recruiting big time names. So I think that the Judgment Day is trying to do is stack the deck against the competition. The Judgment Day is recruited Drew McIntyre. They're going to try to include Randy Orton, because these guys don't like the bloodline, so that's why they're having these guys join them.
All right. And last but not least, CM Punk returns the main event. Well, the Orton and Dominic Mysterio should have been the main event, but they did the CM Punk to close the match. Nothing really to say about CM Punk. There was just some hints that AJ Lee might be back. She said that he said that there's people that's going to be scared of him. I don't really remember too much. It was quite a promo. Everyone said that people, he basically said that people are afraid. We just got to see how things work with CM Punk. What his next step is. People say he's going to feud with Seth Rollins. People say a possible feud with Roman Reigns. I like to see CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. That's going to be good. People say that CM Punk versus Gunther. Imagine CM Punk versus Gunther. Oh, that's gonna be great. So many options for CM Punk. Like, oh my God, the Gunther will be a blast, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That will be a great matchup, no mistake. But CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, most likely we have to see. But what are your thoughts on CM Punk's segment for to close the show?
I agree with you. CM Punk has so many options. Versus Gunther, versus Seth Rollins,
And the thing
versus
is, like CM Punk, if he feud with if he feuds with Roman Reigns, that's gonna be huge because you know the history between CM Punk and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman used to be CM Punk's manager at one point.
Yep, that's true. He has been, and I think he definitely still has some bad blood between him and Paul Heyman. So of course, CM Punk is definitely going to want to go after the bloodline because the bloodline is like CM is Paul Heyman's family, and of course they're going to try to do that. Um, I could see CM Punk definitely going after Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins is very upset with CM Punk. We don't know the reason why, but I'm sure that will be revealed later on. Of course, CM Punk and Gunther now, that would be very interesting as an angle to see how things turn out with him. So there's a lot of things that can happen. So
Yeah. All right. So that will do it. In terms of grading, this was a great show. In terms of the Chelsea Green and Pimper Nivens. I would give this show a B plus. Well, actually, just a plain A. Actually, A minus will be for me. How about you?
I'm gonna give it a B plus.
B plus.
It was good. It was good. I can't complain. Pippen Evans and Chelsea Green, that has to change somehow, some way. It but it was really good. It was really good, despite that. So that's how I will see it. So,
All right, so thank you guys for watching. That will do it for our WWE Monday Night Raw recap. The Raw right after Survivor Series, and like I said, it's the road to the Royal Rumble 2024. I can't wait to see that. But we will be back for our next broadcast, which I believe is going to be next Sunday night. This weekend I'm out of town, so I'll be back in time for our next broadcast, which is Sunday night. And just another reminder. 1 week, guys. Next Monday, me, Canadian Yorker, and our friend Joey, we're gonna be at the Monday Night Raw event next Monday, December 4th. So I am pumped for it. Two huge matches are announced, so we're gonna see it live. Seth freaking Rollins is defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso, and another match that's been announced is that Sami Zayn is going one-on-one with Drew McIntyre next week. So that's gonna be huge, and I can't wait to see what other segments and matches are gonna be. So be on the lookout for a blog next week and the full matches. So we will see you next time, which is I believe next Sunday night, for our Friday Night SmackDown broadcast. So, but anyways, we don't know if we're doing a broadcast for that Monday Night Raw that we're going to. If we do, we do. If we not, me and Canadian are going to talk about it. We're going to be at the event, so hopefully you guys see what happens so we don't have to do a broadcast. But anyways, my name is Bruin Steele. This is Canadian. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, Canadian Yorker joining. Any last second you can say? You want to say?
It's going to be fun to see all the wrestlers here next week. Next week, it'll be really awesome to see Randy Orton. It'll be really awesome to see Jey Uso. Maybe if we get a chance, maybe if we get lucky, we might be able to meet them in person. Maybe, you never know. Sometimes that happens. I know that in our area, sometimes I know people that actually met the wrestlers after the event ended. Sometimes wrestlers come out in the hallways, so maybe we might meet them. You never know. Can't wait to see how things turn out. It's going to be great. Also, Triple H has been doing a great job so far with WWE. I got to give Triple H his credit where it's due, and he's been doing a great job. Continue the good work, and thank you for your service and your hard work, sir. Thank you.
Alright, so that would do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy your Tuesday evening. I'm Bruin Steele, this is Canadian Yorker, and we're signing off, and we'll see you next Sunday night. And right after that, we're going to be at the event December 4th, Monday Night Raw, right here where we are in Albany, New York at MVP Arena. So hope you guys enjoy your Tuesday night, and we could have an awesome evening.
Take care.